The vertical jump test measures the dynamic strength and muscle power in the legs. You will stand with one side of the wall, heels together. Raise your arm closer to the wall overhead and your maximum standing reach will be recorded. Then using a rocking one-step approach, jump as high as you can while reaching upwards. You may also stand flat-footed and jump without stepping. Your vertical jump is measured as the distance in inches between your maximum standing reach and the height your hand at your fingertips reaches during the jump. You have 3 tries at this event, with your best effort counting as your final score. Watch this demonstration. The second event is the Illinois Agility Run, a measure of coordinated movement and speed. It is important for performing tasks requiring quick movements around obstacles. Start in the prone position to the left of the first cone with the tips of your fingers behind the starting line. When the instructor says go, stand up and sprint to the forward line. Place one foot over the line and sprint back to the starting line. Make a left turn around the first cone, then zigzag in a figure-8 fashion around the 4 cones and zigzag back to the starting line. Turn left around the first cone and sprint to the forward line and back one more time. The clock stops when any part of your body crosses the finish line. If you knock over a cone, miss a turn, or fail to touch the line when turning, the instructor will stop you and return you to the end of the line for a restart. You will have 2 trials for this event. Your score is the time it takes to complete the run, and it will be recorded to the 10th of a second. The next event is the push-up, a measure of the muscular endurance of the upper body, chest, shoulders, and triceps. This is important for tasks such as use of force, lifting, carrying, and pushing. Assume the front-leaning rest position by placing your hands on the surface just outside a straight line down from the shoulders. The back, buttocks, and legs must be in a generally straight line from the head to the heels. The feet may be together or up to 12 inches apart. When the instructor says go, lower your body by bending the elbows until the tops of the upper arms, shoulders, and upper back are aligned and parallel to the ground. Return to the starting position by soft locking your elbows. This constitutes 1 repetition. You may rest in the up position. If you arch your back, fail to keep your body relatively straight, or to soft lock your elbows, you will receive a warning. For any subsequent violation, the repetition will not count. There is no time limit. Do as many correct repetitions as possible. Your score is the number of correct push-ups. The third event is the 1-minute sit-up, a measure of the muscular endurance of the abdominal muscles, important for many physical tasks and injury prevention. Lie on your back with your knees bent at approximately a 90-degree angle and your heels on the ground. Your feet may be together or apart, but the heels must stay in contact with the ground. Your partner will hold your ankles. The tips of your fingers must stay behind the backs of your ears throughout the event. When the instructor says go, lift your upper body, head and torso by bending at the waist and touch your elbows to the kneecaps. Return to the starting position with your shoulder blades touching the ground. That will constitute 1 repetition. If you arch your back, lift your buttocks from the mat, move your fingertips forward of the back of your ears, fail to break the vertical plane and touch the knees, stop to rest in the down position, or fail to touch your shoulders to the mat, you will receive a warning. For any subsequent violation, the repetition will not count. You will have 1 minute to do as many sit-ups as possible. The instructor will announce 45, 30, 15 seconds and count out the last 10 seconds. Your score is the number of correct sit-ups. The 300-meter sprint measures your anaerobic power. You must complete the run without any help. At the start, all participants will line up behind the starting line. On the command go, the clock will start. You will begin running at your own pace. Your goal is to complete the course as quickly as possible. The last event is the 1.5-mile run, a measure of cardiovascular endurance or aerobic power. This is important for foot pursuits and use of force situations lasting more than 2 minutes. You will line up behind the starting line. At the command go, start running at a sub-maximal pace, less than an all-out run. To complete this run, you will start here and run 6 times around the track. Your goal is to complete the 1.5 miles in as fast a time as you can. As you complete each lap, your time and number of laps to go will be announced. You may walk, but try to keep running for the entire distance. You may run alongside another runner for help with the pace, but you may not be physically assisted or assist another. After the run, do not sit down or stand, but walk slowly for a lap. Your score is the time it takes to complete the 1.5 miles.